Hello and welcome to Sinrumbo. I'm Philippe. In this short video I will show you how I added a water tap and shower wand to our truck bed camper for outside use. Stay tuned. I started with a trip to the local hardware store. There I found about half the parts. For the rest, I had to go to a specialty store. I bought a T, a shut-off valve, a tap, shower wand, and all the adapters and fittings necessary to do the job. The idea is to split the line coming out of the water pump. That's where the T comes in. Feed the line through a shut-off valve and then bring it all the way to the back of the truck. If you haven't already, I suggest you watch the video that explains the build-up of the truck and all the different systems. Then you'll see how the water system works. But I'll briefly give you a little overview so you can understand what I'm trying to do here. So the system starts with 20 liter, that's about 5 gallons of water that we can just take out and fill when we need. From there we go to a 12 volt water pump that's pressure activated, so when we open the tap it turns on by itself, and then that goes here to the water tap and the removable sink. So here I removed the shelf so you can see better what it's like. There's a water filter at the back there, and here there's actually a 6-minute timer on the water pump, so after 6 minutes it powers off. So in this wall here that leads to the that's on the outside, that's where I want to mount the water tap. I already ran the tubing that's gonna go to the back. It's red, this one, so it's easy to see. So now what I'm gonna do is cut the tubing that's coming from the water pump, put T on it so I can feed the whole system. It will go through a valve which I'm going to prepare here, so I can isolate the rear tap and shower system when I don't need it. So you can see here that the T is in place, it's connected. So the valve has a 1/2 inch thread on both sides, a male and a female. So I've got adapters for those so I can put my tubing on, and I'm gonna put some Teflon tape on the threads and mount the adapters. The T is fully connected, and here we have the valve in the closed position, to which I'm now going to connect the piece of tubing that's gonna go to the back of the truck. You can see again the T and the valve fully connected to the tubing that's going all the way to the back. So the idea behind this is that when we want to use the water tap at the back, we'll just have to lift this and then turn on the valve, and everything will be activated from the back. So I'm going to show you through the first cupboard. Here is the tubing arriving that I just connected to the water valve. So it's gonna run along the bottom edge of those cupboards, so it's not gonna be in the way of anything. So to drill the holes, I'm just gonna use my electrical drill with those special wood bits. For this I'm gonna use the 20 millimeter That's going to be large enough to run both the tubing and then later the small electric cable that I will need to trigger the timer I talked about at the beginning. So I've put some Teflon tape on the thread. Gonna install this that will keep the faucet in place. So some Teflon tape on this. Now I can screw on the adapter. Tighten that. That should do. So the installation is complete. I put some water in the tank, checked for leaks. I had actually a leak on both adapters here, so I added some Teflon tape and that fixed it. It's dry now. We've got water here. Here we have the finished installation. I changed the tap for a better one and built kind of a little backsplash, little cover plate. So our little sink goes in here. The trigger switch for the water pump. And here I've got the shower connected, the shower head. So the idea is not to take a full shower, but just to be able to wash our feet, wash our hair once in a while, and it all works. And the total cost was about $50.